And it says I'm live. It's 10 past 12. Sunday, the 10th of June, 2018. Guess who needs a fringe trim, as usual? I do cut it, honestly. I hack at it all the time. It's not until I know it's in my eyes, but it's not until I get, like, I can see myself on screen. Oh, look at all that hair. Anyway, you don't care about my hair. Hi, Karen. Hi, Sib. I'm just going to try and bring the chat up on screen. Okay. Oh, sorry, just had a sneezing fit as well. Hi, Missy Moo. Nice to see you all. Oh, but yeah, sneezing fit, dry eyes. Got the whole lot today. I should probably take, other brands are available, some Claritin. Not Spon. Okay, go on, loads of people. Hang on while I take my drugs. That sounds terrible. Missy Moo, I said good morning to you. Lex Oliver. It's afternoon. Fandria, Carrie, Amanda Yates, Jojo, Becca, Phoebe, Janet, and Scooby Shaggy. Good afternoon, everybody. Nice to see you all. I've been car booting. I did 2 this morning. I've been back a while, actually, but I was waiting for the children to go out. I say the children, but they're adults. Waiting for them to go out so that I'd have some peace and quiet to do my live stream. One of them's still buzzing around in the background, but I don't think you guys can see the door anymore, can you, now that it does it all back to front? So, and I still haven't worked out why. Somebody in my one of the comments said it might be because my phone's in selfie mode, but if it is, I don't know how I did that. So, Frida, good afternoon. Andrea says I'm still laying in bed. Lazy bones. Straight hair somewhere that's annoying me. I had spiders on my head this morning. 2 of them at the car boot. So one went down this side, the other one went down that side. I was like, where are they coming out of my ears? What's going on? Yes, I've been 2 car boot sales. And I went to one yesterday as well, but I'm not going to show you all the stuff from that. Mostly because there was nothing remotely interesting. There's not a lot interesting from today. Just usual tat. Standard issue tat. So, hang on, I've got another drink on the go. And she says, hello, what a beautiful day. 4 loads of washing done and out on the line, and my shoes have been photographed, making one feel like an underachiever. I've got some washing ready to go. There is one lot on the line already, but it's been very overcast here this morning. Apparently you've had an earthquake in the north. If you are in the north and you have quaked this morning, please do tell. It was on the radio, but I only caught the tail end of it. Twin Red Dragons is in. Hello to you. So yeah, earthquakes. We had an earthquake in the south a couple of months back, but it was a tiny one. It was a tremor. Oh, playing an exploring puzzle game. Is that a bit like Nightmare? Do you remember that program Nightmare, where one of them had the hood on and the others had to guide them around? Is it kind of... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm not making any sense. Anyway, shall I show you what I got? I'm going to start with the stuff on here because then I can push it aside and it'll be safe. So I've paid £1 each for all of these mugs, all from the same guy, all from Steve the Car Boot Guy. Hi, Peter. Oh, Scooby Shaggy says, yeah, earthquake in Lincoln, but he or she, I'm sorry, Scooby Shaggy, boy or girl, didn't feel anything. Oh yeah, so similar to Nightmare, that kind of, yeah, okay. Big Starbucks mug. Don't think it's been used. No spoon marks. Yeah, massive spot of Starbucks. Oh, like I said, £1 each. We're looking at these. A couple of the old standard barrel mugs. Those are both Tigger. I've got 2 poos. Ryan's in. Hi, Ryan. Big back with my curler. Perfect Sunday. Bless you. Quite a nice Tink mug. This is very similar to the Beauty and the Beast one I had. I had a Belle Beauty and the Beast one in this exact style with this kind of iridescent coating. That sold for £50. Don't know if I'm going to get £50 for this one, but, you know, when I saw it, I was like, yes, you're coming home with me. Also, 2 Tinkerbell glasses. They'll be a bugger to post, won't they? So, £1 each on all of those. Let's just shove them aside. If you hear a crash, you'll know that I've solved the problem of whether I'll get 50 quid for it or not. Yeah, £1 each for all of those from Steve, my regular guy. Good morning, Leah. Yes, Phoebe, £50 for a mug. Yes. Sold it twice. The first time, the guy paid, and then immediately, within an hour, sent a message saying, can I cancel this order? And I was like, bastard. But then I sold it again, and the second guy was quite happy to keep it. So yeah, 50 quid for a mug. Rare mug, see? People collect Disney mugs. I've said good morning to Leah, haven't I? Mug, Ryan. Mug. Some vintage Christmas decks. These are the spun silk kind. Remember these from from when your nana had them on her tree. I've got 2 boxes. These ones are not in their original box because this is actually a Fairy Lights box that these ones are in, although it's still a vintage box. And I'll reselling with Amy. Hi, Amy. And another box, and I don't know if these are this is a shatterproof. Oh God, it's a shatterproof ornament box, but again, I don't know if they will be the original ones that came in it. I paid 50p for the lot, so vintage Christmas decks do sell. These are not the most exciting kind. The old actual shattery ones are the most sought after ones, and of course the reason they're most sought over is because they all got shattered. Hi, Lucy. Yeah. Andrea says they were terrible if the cat got them. These baubles, yeah, because they just shred into like bits of silk everywhere. Let's put that over there. Mode of Trade, good afternoon. Sorry, my hair is really annoying. Claire Riley, sorry if I've missed anyone. I don't think I have. Amy says it's nice to catch a live. I'm usually asleep after the boot, so I couldn't go back to sleep. I wish I could, but I'm not a back to sleep person. Once I'm up, I'm up. What have I missed? Sally, what you like, Karin? Oh, I was chatting to Lainey yesterday. I think I might concentrate on shoes rather than clothes. I enjoy selling more. Yeah, absolutely. You have to specialise in whatever pleases you. Otherwise, as Karen says, you just won't sell it. I buy stuff that doesn't interest me. God, my hair is annoying me. Buy stuff that doesn't interest me, and then I don't list it because it doesn't interest me. If it's annoying me, it must be more annoying you lot as well with me faffing with it. I'll try and leave it alone. If I focus on the chat rather than on what I look like, that might help. Lainey Ray's just come in. Hi, Lainey. And early retirement rocks Elaine Fitzpatrick. Good morning. Said, I missed car boot today. Decided to visit a more affluent area for charity shops this week to see what I can pick up. That'll be interesting. I should look forward to seeing what you find. Lex hasn't been to the boot sale because she's lazy moo, fixing my death pile stuff instead, like a good girl. And Andrew says, don't do anything exciting while I get up and make a brew. My love, you can go up and get up and make a 4-course meal. I won't do anything exciting in that time. Lainey has caught my name, yeah. Karen says, I could have electronic stuff in it, it'd never get listed. And that's me all over. I just don't list the stuff that I don't care about. I buy it because I think, yeah, I know there's money in that. I've seen it in so-and-so's video, and then I just don't list it. Bumblebee, good afternoon. See, other people are saying good morning. It's not just me who's living in the past. Pair of Rio rollers. These were £2. I have got both of them, but I'll only get one out of the bag. These have never been used. I mean, there's not a single mark on these wheels. They've not even been used indoors. £2. £2 for a brand new pair of Rio rollers. I got a nice other pair yesterday at the other boot sale for £1. They were kids ones, but these are an adult size 7, which are always nice. I'm probably looking at a good 40 quid for those, so very pleased with those for £2. They're bloody heavy if you drop them on your foot, I know that. Amy says, I'm debating setting up a new eBay shop branded and just selling plus size clothes, so my day-to-day is making branding for it. Okay, I know nothing about making brandings for shop and things like that. Okay, Tasby, hi, can you please give my wife a shout out? I'm really sorry if I mispronounced her name. Avrish Sobaya Ahmed. Hello. Sorry if I mispronounced you in any way. It says it'd be a nice surprise for when she watches this later. She loves watching my videos. That's very nice to hear that. And yeah, hello. Mode of Trade bought 19 Joe Brown's dresses for £25 new with tags. Oh my God. I could do with a couple of contacts like that. There's a lot of money there. That's a beautiful pickup. Leah's off to the charity shops. We don't have any that are open on Sundays. Oh, the PDSA one. No, not PDSA. Cats Protection is open on a Sunday, but they're quite expensive, so I don't dash off to see them on a Sunday. A bag of Build-A-Bear accessories. It's not really clothes. There's hats and shoes and whatever, but not the actual outfits. £2.50 for all of that, so, you know, there's resale value there. I will sell it as a bundle, because it's all accessories, rather than split it down. And I'll probably get 12, maybe 15 on those. So, balance that over there. Karen just listed one of my dresses from that bag the other day for £40. Nice. Is that those bags that everything... I can't remember how... Did you say everything in there was 38p or something like that? I can't remember. I'd seem to remember you counting up the items and saying you'd paid a set amount for the bag, if it's the same video that I'm thinking of. So that sounds like an absolute bargain. My hair is a state. I'm so annoyed. I just need to... But look at my 8 head if I do that. That's terrifying, isn't it? Needs trimming. That's Not My Baby, 20p. Natalie loves these. She's just said I read it. That's not my baby. Her teddy is too fluffy. That's not my baby. Her blanket is too silky. That's not my baby. There's a bit of something stuck on the page. And then at the end, that's my baby, and a mirror, which is slightly horrifying and a bit of grubbiness. That'll need a wipe down, but they go in bundles, as you know. Karen said she paid £25 for that bag, so about 50p an item. Not bad if you've listed a dress for 40 quid. And Amy's upset that she didn't go to the car boot. Shouldn't watch hauls, but had a poorly 5-year-old awake most of the night, so no way was I getting up at 5 a.m. I feel your pain. Luckily, my days of being up all night with kids are long gone. This was 50p. I've never seen anything like it before. It seems to have a resale value of about a tenner because it's new in its box. It's called Cuponk. This is the monstrosity version of Cuponk. And it seems to be one of those cup slamming trick game things. The object. What exactly is Cuponk? The object. Sink your ball into the cup and light it up. Get it in and you'll hear the sweet sounds of victory. Yeah, you rock. Miss the shot and your friends get the chance to one-up you. Not a euphemism. When playing Cuponk, your entire home can become a I can't say legitimate, apparently. Playing field. Tables, walls, chairs, it's on. This is the kind of thing that somebody gives your child and you never take it out of the packet and then you sell it at the boot sale for 50p, because who wants their entire home to become a playing field? Really? But resale value of about a tenner. Peter A, don't your kids come in drunk or are they sensible? Well, Anthony doesn't drink very often. He has the same problem as me, is that alcohol doesn't agree with him, makes him very, very ill. Not just the next day, but almost immediately. So every now and again he tries to ignore that and have a good night out with his mates, but so he doesn't drink very often. And Natalie, if she gets drunk, doesn't come home at all. Which sounds terrible. Natalie's not a slut. If she gets drunk, she's always with one particular friend and she always stays the night at that particular friend's house. Dakota Fang, good afternoon. Lisa Fens in. Have I missed anyone else? I have not rebuilt my room. It's just, I've just threw the looking glass again. Yes, good job Natalie's gone to work not to hear me saying, no, I don't know why my room is the wrong way round, Ryan. I don't know. I don't know. This was 50p. It's only George, but it was 50p and I thought it was quite pretty. Pretty little print. Nice summer top. So, yeah, 50p. Bung it in, I thought. Bung it in. This was £1. This is Arlene Phillips, which I know she did a catalogue brand collaboration, didn't she? And I bought it because I thought it was quite unpleasant. And as a general rule, if the prints are quite unpleasant, I seem to find this they sell okay. Ryan says I still look sexy even the wrong way round. Thanks, mate. eBay sales are very slow at the moment, yeah. Leah says thank you for recommending Sparrow's End on the chat with Nick. She is awesome. She is. I'm loving Sparrow's End. If you're not subscribed to Sparrow's End, go and find her. Her name's Mel. She does great videos. She's new, but go and subscribe. John Brady's in. Hi, John. Amy says you have it easy, Carlo. I feel sorry for my mum when I was young. Me coming in drunk, I was a nightmare. I also don't drink anymore. Karen, have you not done those cameras yet? Slack. Very slack. Lex says maybe in real life you should actually flip the room around so that when you go live next it'll look normal to us. It's kind of a big job. Kind of big job, Lex. These are heavy and big and heavy and very full. Lady Ray says, mine come in drunk, but they are happy drunks. My son came in at 3 a.m. cuddling a sausage roll. No clue where he got it. My sausage roll, I love you. And Phoebe says she thinks it was Ambrose Wilson that Arlene Phillips did arrange with. I thought it was some of the catalogue brands. It's horrible, isn't it? It's got pockets. I've got something stray in my eye now. Oh dear, we're falling apart. Leah's getting new storage. I can't recommend these units highly enough. They are brilliant. And Caroline of the Celtic Traders is in. Just got back from the booty. Hi, Caroline. This is size 12. This is IKEA. This particular one is the older Expedite, and it's now called Kallax, and it's slightly different dimensions, but it still works with the boxes. And yeah, definitely recommend those. You can get so much in them. Hi, Electronic Firing Squad. Do your kids drink a lot of water? Funnily enough, no, they don't. No, quite a lot of soft drinks and things like that. Natalie drinks milkshake. Can't beat a Pepsi Max, Brian. You can't beat a Pepsi Max. Ryan says, wasn't Mr. Potato Head behind you? Is he your new favourite? That's this week's Mr. Potato Head. I bought him this morning. Last week's Mr. Potato Heads have been listed. That's one of this week's. Yeah, Lisa says she got all of her fabric into one unit. She's stunned. Yeah, the capacity of these is absolutely immense. And now they're not talking Welsh in the chat now. Celtic trade. Caroline's saying Gelegea to Lex Oliver. Like, this is a foreign language to us who are in the the normal bit of the UK. I'm not even going there. Laney Ray's son also came in saying he wasn't drunk once and that the reason he was wobbling all over was because he'd been listening to Elvis. And Hugo's in. Hi all, have I missed much? Not a great deal, no. Ryan, this week I spent about 50 today, and I spent about 25 yesterday over the course of 3 boot sales, so about 75 quid. Not a lot, really. Not a lot. And Lex says Welsh is a foreign language to her too. Sibk can't comprehend anything with this reflected screen. I can't understand anything. Am I talking back to front? Is that what it is? It's gobbledygook. Okay, Ryan, I don't know what you said then, but I hope it wasn't rude. Isn't that the name of that long train station? Planfair. Go go go. Also for £1 from Steve the car boot guy, a Slazenger swim vest. It's got all its floats inside, but I was puzzled what these holes were for. Has anybody bought one of these and should it have another bit? Because I bought these swim vests before and they've never had belt loops before, so I'm not sure what's meant to be going in those belt loops. Ryan says it wasn't rude. No, they're all just chatting Welsh now, or at least Sid K's chatting something. Caroline's in. Hi, Caroline. They're all talking Welsh, Caroline. It's meant to have a belt around it as an extra safety feature. Well, I'll put a bit of string on it. It'll be fine. What good's the belt going to be? Just to stop it coming off? It's got a zip at the front. Or is it so you can grab the child by the belt and hoik him out the water? There's a lot of Welsh chat going on now. An awful lot of Welsh chat. Do I think eBay sales are slow? Touch wood might have picked up this week, but they are generally slow across the board, I think. And I've had a couple of very, very slow weeks, yeah. I got these. These were these two and this comforter. £3 the lot. So the comforter is a Peppa Pig one and it's filthy. Look at that. It's got actual food on it. So that's going in the wash. Minging. Okay, now some of the Welsh people are telling Ryan that he is rude and some of them aren't. This one's Amy Rose. This one is Knuckles. Is that correct? Amy Rose sells for about 25 quid. I don't know about Knuckles. I might bung them on together. But nice at those prices. Really nice to get those at sort of 150 each. Brian says I put a candy bar in each one of those loops for a snack while swimming. Something waterproof. So maybe a toffee. I'm glad you're here, Brian, because I want to show you this. Are you ready? I paid 50p for this. 50p. It's Bread the board game. Look. Is that all back to front on your screen? It is, isn't it? See, it never used to do that. I don't know what I've done to my phone. Don't know what I've done. Bread the board game. The box is absolutely screwed. Look, the box is falling apart. But you get Mrs. Boswell cards. Mrs. Boswell, and it says lengthy courtship with this one costs you £20 for disco bills every time you pass or land on wages. You get DHSS cards, so a Mrs. Boswell card means you lose money, and a DHSS card means you gain money. Phoebe says, sorry, Andrea says I thought you were going to produce a pair of doll's legs. And that's your board, look. The board's a bit split as well. Not just in the Nick Hills way, but across there as well. Bumcrack says, hi everyone. I just arrived here when Carla said people were writing in Welsh as a safety feature, or did I mix something up? I think you got a little bit confused there, love. But yeah, so I've never seen this before in the wild. I knew it existed, but I'd never seen it. And it was 50p. And I might send that to a friend. I might not keep that myself. I might send that to a friend. So yeah, pleased with that. I didn't sell the lilac dress yet, Motor Trade. I was talking to Caroline about whether to go ahead and list it or whether we're to wait and see if I can find a jacket to match it. And that talking was about as far as I got. Amy says, I've sent the wrong parcel on GSP. Any advice on what to do? No idea how I managed it. How long ago did you send it? If you only sent it within the last couple of days, you can contact GSP and they may be able to redirect it or send it back to you. I know I have seen that somewhere. But if you've sent it long enough ago for it to be delivered, then I think all you can do is refund your buyer. And if you know where it went, maybe try and contact that person to see if they'll send it back to you. But you're going to be out of pocket that way round. But it does depend on how long ago you sent it. Good luck. Is there an Are You Being Served board game too? I know a dude who's obsessed. I don't think there is. I don't know. But it would be fun, wouldn't it? If not, we should make one. Oh, there is. There is! Get on the old Google, Brian. There is an Are You Being Served board game. Quite pleased with these. This was this lady had a box of everything in this box 50p. I got 2 packs of bubble envelopes, which, you know, when they're going to be 50p a pack, why wouldn't you? And a brand new duvet set. Who puts a brand... Alright, it's only frozen, which means, you know, it's not like it's the best duvet set in the world ever. But who puts a brand new duvet set in a 50p box? Who does that? How odd. So I was like, I'm bound to get more than 50p for it, even if it is only frozen. Yeah, pleased with that. Everybody's going, I'm free. Hi, Deborah Stevens, how are you? I can't believe you did not know that game existed, Brian. Do you call yourself a fan? BCP was up until 3:30. Dirty stop-ups. I was well asleep by then. In fact, I was almost coming back round the other way to get up again. A little sea salt bag for £1. Surprisingly popular sea salt bags. There's going to be a crash. I've made a horrible leaning tower of tat. I don't know why Sib K is retracting his message. There was nothing wrong with that. Strange boy. He's a strange boy. 3 for £1. This one, which I only got because it's wearing Build-A-Bear clothes, to be honest. The clothes itself were worth 33p. And 2 comforters. This one is Raf. The B&M make Ellie and Raf. Ellie not popular, Raf always popular. And this one's Marks and Spencer's. So 3 for £1 on those. Bargainous. Bargainous. And then I think we're looking at clothing, which is not very exciting. I know you guys don't like clothing. Laura actually, this was an odd lady. She had all sorts of different clothing and she'd priced them all up. And she had non-entity brands that you wouldn't be excited about, priced at £1, £2. And then she had a Laura Ashley occasion, really nice kind of little tie front shrug thing, not tie front, drape front shrug. And she priced this at 50p. Strange lady. Hi, Aunt. So yeah, pleased with that for 50p. Strange lady. Oh, massive fly. These were £1 each. So this one's Bowden. It's not in the best of condition. It's been ironed badly, I think. You know when people iron it and they've managed to iron a kind of a bit of a shiny patch on it. But I'll give it a wash and see if that helps. Bowden. For £1. This one, these are quite damp as well. It was still quite misty at the car boot first thing. So I'm just making sure I haven't missed anything. Maybe selling for someone else. The priced up items, yeah, maybe. Oh, this one's Joe Brown's. That was £1. Leaning Tower of Tat again. 50p for Marks and Spencer's Ted. Oh god, there go the glasses. Not Your Daughter's jeans. I've never seen Not Your Daughter's trousers. I've never seen Not Your Daughter's jeans in a trouser. Does that make sense? Oh, Deb Stevens, you're about 4 weeks behind the times. I don't know why it's turned around the other way. It did it all on its own and I can't turn it back. Ryan says, do you ever wash clothes? I save up a part to wash normally, but 90% is clean stuff I pick up. Only wash it if it needs it. I know Karen, for example, washes everything. Don't you, Karen? Anything you get, you wash. I know I'm back to front, Deb. I've been like it a couple of weeks. Just goes to show you've been missing my chats. Yeah, so Karen washes everything. I only wash it if it needs it. I'm lazy. Properly lazy. But yeah, Not Your Daughter's jeans. The label looks like that, the modern label, just in case anybody's looking for them. And I've never seen them in a trouser. So for £1, having them. Shut up, Ryan. And also for £1, interesting cosy, this one. I quite like that. It's got a kind of a plaited front, twist front detail. And it's Fig Leaves, which I think is an expensive brand, isn't it, Fig Leaves? I don't think you get a Fig Leaves cosy for pennies, do you? Oh, Karen says she stopped washing everything, but all the jumble gets washed now. Amy says I don't wash anything. I'm a bad reseller. I don't wash it unless it needs it. Like I said, if it's got a dirty mark on it, I'll wash it. But otherwise, I don't wash anything. And I certainly don't iron anything. I sell it crumpled or not at all. Can't be bothered. I have considered getting one of those steamers, those handheld steamers. But I don't know. The fact that I would be in the loft steaming things with no ventilation, I think everything up there would just get kind of hot and muggy and unpleasant. So, yeah. Just seeing if I've missed anything in the chat. People are just talking about washing clothes. Yeah, so you steam everything, Amanda. Again, do you find it creates... This is going to sound like a silly question. Does it create a lot of steam? Obviously it creates steam, but do you find that you need to be in a ventilated place? How's your storage going in the loft? It's going very well, Peter. There's still loads and loads of room. It's not very tidy at the moment. And there's one corner that isn't working well. I had to get my son, I don't know if you recall, I got my son to put a bar across so that I'd have something to balance myself on when I come off the ladder. And that bar has prevented me being able to access the area behind there very well. So I'm going to get him at some point when he's in a good mood to move a hanging rail to over there, and then I'll be able to access that better and make use of the space on the other side. But apart from that, it's all going really, really well. You'd think I would be okay using it in the attic. This is no windows or anything up there. So... Laura Wynne says sell them. What sell what, Livy? Sell which? Oh, the trousers. Oh, definitely sell them. They won't fit me. Yeah, I won't be keeping those. Look at the waistband on those, bless them. They're an NYDJ4. I'm not sure what that is in real money. UK 8. One of my ankles is an 8. Yeah, Carmen says I steam in the garden because you get a lot of condensation. Yeah, one ankle's an 8. They're not going on me. And another couple of that's not my that's not my lamb you don't see very often. And that's not my bear, which I've probably got about 4 of now. Yeah, condensation problems. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Lex says I just give things a good sniff and decide from there. You always can tell. Some of it's a bit Faust, isn't it, where it's been stored in a garage or whatever for a long time, and that's the stuff that sometimes needs a wash. And stuff that's stuff from smokers, that's sometimes an issue as well. This was £1 and it's got its tags on. This is a made in Italy Largan look for Sib K. I know he likes a Largan look. There we go, actual Largan look though, not just the let's call it bloody Largan look and sell it. Largan look, floaty top, complete with chunky Largan look button. And that's brand new with its tags. So pleased with that for £1. Yeah, the attic smell. Jumbles where it's 20p an item, I will wash it as it's been in storage for months. Yeah, the Scout Hut, yeah. Neville's in. Hi Neville, I didn't see you arrive. Scott wants to know if you want to go through his books as he's taken them to a charity shop. Yeah, I'll definitely have a chat with you. I don't do a great deal book-wise, but I will definitely have a chat with you. Okay, Lagerlook Festival Coachella Steampunk Goth Wedding Mother of the Bride Cruise. Excellent. Size 8. Brian says, here in the States, stuff really has to be washed from charity shops and such. I know a lady who bought and wore a pair of trousers and got crabs. True story. Nice. Free livestock. What size is it? Is that this one, Lisa? Are you asking me what size this one is? It's, the problem with this made in Italy stuff is it quite often says one size fits all, and that's a lie. One size does not fit all. One size fits all, slim people. It has no size label. That's annoying, isn't it? It's quite, I would say quite forgiving for, you know, quite the closest thing to one size fits all without me wanting to say one size fits all. But I can't find a flaming size label. Let's have a look. Let's hold it up and judge accordingly. What do we think, peeps? I'm saying when you look across there, that's that's quite wide. I would say easily anything from a 14 to an 18, depending on how much drape you wanted. Depending on how much floaty swish. Floaty swish, is that a technical term? Floaty swish. DVDs and CDs to get... Yes, Deb, definitely. I'll have a chat with you, yeah. Large. It doesn't say one size. It doesn't say anything. Bloody annoying. No size label. I wonder if it was attached to here and it's gone missing. I can't find... But yeah, I would say somewhere 14 to 18. Yeah. Lex Oliver says, on my big telly it measures 18 inches across, if that helps. Cheers, Lex. Rule number 1 is no white after Labour Day. Rule 2 is wash second-hand clothing. Rule number 1 is you don't talk about Fight Club. Carla, would you store your clothes in the attic as mine is hot and cold? What weather is... My clothes are all in here. My clothes are in these boxes next to me. And they're all in plastic bags, so to be honest, I don't think that would be a problem. If you don't have damp in your attic, then they won't get damp. It's not so much the hot and coldness, it's the whether your attic is weatherproof or whatever. I don't know, Lisa. I haven't given it a lot of thought. Probably about 15. I'll measure it properly, Lisa, and send you a message after I'll get the tape measure out, send you a message, and then you can judge from the actual measurements. Lex, Siv says, on my small telly it's about 4 inches. Yeah, I might not do it by what the people who viewed it think it looks like. I might actually measure it, yeah. Massive swimming cosy. I mean, look at the boobage on that. It is a Marks & Spencer swimming cosy. It was £1. And it's a size 38G. G for, good God, woman, your boobs are massive. Look at that. Oh, God. People are allowed in the street. People are allowed in the street. You're not the boss of the world. That is a big old... Shut up! Right, you buy one, you get one free. Big old booby swimming costume, that. Just check if there is actually somebody at the door. Shut up, boys! Can't get to the door, can't get past all the junk. Hello. Is he there now? Did he hear you yet? Okay. Sorry about that, people. There was actually someone at the door. For once, the dogs were telling the truth. Gee, forget your head in there. I'm not getting the leopard print on, Ryan. Ryan says he hasn't been in his attic for at least 20 years. Often wonder if there's a lady with an eBay operation up there. Yeah, we're in all the attics. All of them. I'm not trying it on, Ryan. I'm not 38G. I'm not saying what cup size I am, but I'm not 38 back. Sib's a 44C, apparently. Celtic Trader's just got a ka-ching dummy champagne bottle. Dummy champagne bottle? I don't think I saw that on any of your pickups. However, it's funny you should say that, because that's the next thing out of my bag, is a champagne sleeve. Champagne sleeve, Veuve Clicquot. Now, this is probably silly of me to buy this, because the last one I bought didn't sell for about 4 years, and then it sold for it was on my sales video, it sold for 99p, and I paid loads for it. But this one I only paid 50p for, so I felt a bit better about it. And it's pink, so who knows? Who knows? Deb Stevens, I'm not the only one not been in the attic for 20 years. The reason you haven't been in your attic for 20 years is because there's too much Lego and Star Wars toys up there that you can't actually get in there. Amy says she's got that exact one, they don't get very much. Well, I didn't pay very much. And Brian says, who drinks champagne slowly enough to need clothing for it? Never seen this before. It's a Mr. Potato Head case. I'm sure they're not, rare or anything, but I've never seen one before. And they've got little mini spuds in there, and it's like farmer spud, and you can make cows and things. And there's a tractor. I just realised I'm not holding it high enough for you to see. There's a tractor and pig feet and a rake and all sorts. And I've never seen that before, so I paid £2 for that. Bye, Lainey. Lex says, my mate went in his attic this week and found the guitar I lent him 12 years ago. At least he hasn't sold it. Look at this dude. I got a little Croc bloke again. Now, I bought one of these little Croc blokes for my next door neighbour. Again, from the car boot sale. I bought him for Christmas as a little joke because he wears Crocs and we take the mickey out of him. And his wife sold it on eBay. I don't know whether they know that I know. But she sold it on eBay and I was like, I could have sold mine. I could have sold it on eBay and got. Then I saw this one today, 50p. And yeah, I'll sell it on eBay. There's a fight going on downstairs now. I will count the bum flaps. I will count the bum flaps, Brian. I will. Karen's off to make a slim roll quiche in a minute. We're all going Karen's for tea. I must cook that gammon joint. Still in the flipping fridge. Luckily it lasts for about 100 years because of it being cured and salted and whatever. But I've had it about 100 years. Coast. Really nice beaded cardigan with a long wrap tie thing. Very, very pretty. It was £1. Might have been £1.50. I think it was £1. It was £1 because this is the lady. I gave her a £2 coin. She did not know how to cope with that. She had to go and find me some change and it threw her completely. But yeah, that's quite nice. Amy's starting Slim Rod again tomorrow. I'm possibly going back to Slim Rod soon, but we won't talk about it because it's depressing. I've got hiccups. 50p for a maxi dress. It's inside out, upside down, and back to front. It is only from George. It's only a Asda one. Oh, and it's from a smoker. Not from a smoke-free home. Dear God. It's funny how you don't notice these things when you're in a field. But yeah, flowery George maxi dress. That'll be going in the wash. I just like food too much and not the good kind of good. Good kind of food. Yeah, that's it. I like biscuits and crisps and stuff. Nobody ever goes, oh, I could murder an apple, do they? 50p each. A couple of unfortunate events. Are you off sourcing at the moment, Sybil? I know you're off Instagram. Are you also off sourcing? It's Ramadan, isn't it? Which is supposed to be a time for quiet reflection and attempting to be a better person. Does that preclude sourcing? In an honest, serious question, does it preclude sourcing? Are you not supposed to go out sourcing in that time, or? Deficit and salmon Reese's, yeah. Biscuits and crisps and Reese's, that's basically my food. Lex Oliver says, I do ketogenic, no carbs, no sugar, just pork scratchings. And Brian's devouring his kitchen while watching this after nearly 65 hours of no food. I would not make 65 hours. I realise that you weren't eating because it makes you nauseous, but I would have just ate and vomited and ate and vomited. You've put attempting to be a better person quotation then lols. Is that not correct? I'm fairly sure maybe I'm wrong. Okay. I'm sorry. Isn't there no intentional offence caused? Possibly some unintentional, but no intentional offence caused. David Williams, 50p. Oh, the pile is getting very, very worrying now. Another cosy for 50p. Kind of a one piece, one shoulder, I think, unless somebody's just stolen the other shoulder. You never know at a car boot sale, do you? That smells alright. I did it, I gave it the sniff test, Lex. And then we are down to the dregs now. The last few bits. Some more rolled dolls. I think I had 3 for £1 on those and 50p each on those. No. Less than 50p each on those, I think. Not sure. 25p each on those. 3 for £1 on those. It is a time for reflection. Sib says it is a time for reflection, but I haven't looked at a mirror all month. I'm always quiet when I view my reflection. Very, very quiet. Elaine says, I did ketogenic for 5 weeks. I lost half a stone, but after that time I could have killed someone for a slice of Warburton's bread. Lex Oliver, I love keto diet. I'm allergic to yeast, wheat, and have bad reaction to sugar anyway, so keto feels much better. How do you manage with alcohol, Lex? Yeast and sugar and wheat and all that. Surely alcohol's got all of those things in it. We're all behind you, Brian. Totally behind you. I mean, literally behind you. Look. I got a Peter Pan plastic glass. Sorry, 50p. These are the Burger King Collector Series, and I've sold these in the past. I don't think you get a great deal, but I know I can get more than 50p on it. And a couple more heads, a couple of more spud heads. These were 2 for £1.50. These are a bit sticky. These will have to go through the washing machine or the dishwasher or something, because, yeah, they're a bit, yeah. There, I want a wet wipe now. And that's everything. So, oh yeah, that one there, he was £1. So I got three big spuds today for a total of £2.50. And then the little spud case was another £2. So I don't know whether I'll bundle those together or whether I'll keep the 3 big spuds and wait for more to come along to go with them or what. I do not know. SibK says, maybe this is a man thing and I've been thinking about it for a while. The problem with dieting / healthy eating is it doesn't fill me up. Most foods don't fill me up and the science is so confusing to understand. I don't think it is just a man thing. I think, yeah, that's it. Are carbs good? No, they were good last week. Is protein okay next week, love? Exactly. They changed the what we're supposed to be eating so many times. So there are good carbs and bad carbs. There are, you know, protein is fine, but only in and basically the Slim and Well plan works for me because you eat until you are full. You know, the Slim and Well plan doesn't work for me because I don't always listen to when I'm full. And sometimes I eat things that aren't going to fill me up just because I like them. So, yeah, Dev Steven says my full button is broken. It's not that I don't eat because I'm hungry. I never feel hungry. I don't let myself go without food long enough to feel hungry. It's more that I graze on terrible food constantly. Yeah, so when I am on Slimming World and I follow it properly and I do 3 meals a day and I start the day with breakfast, I find that I'm not hungry. It's not that I'm hungry. I am bored. I like fun food. I don't like to be well behaved. I don't like any kind of restrictions. I'm not good with guidelines and restrictions and rules. I'm not good with being told what I can and can't do, what I should and shouldn't do. I'm a very rebellious by nature person. It's one of the reasons I'm self-employed. I don't make a good employee because I don't want to do what I'm told. Even if what you're telling me is the right thing, I don't want to do it. I want to do what I want to do because I'm a rebellious little arsehole. And I rebel against myself when I'm on a diet. I rebel against the rules of the diet. So, South London reseller says, I need to lose weight. A year ago I was a 14, now I'm a 16. Again, for me, a 16, if I were a 16, I think I would consider myself to be Slim Jim. But it's whatever feels comfortable for you, isn't it, you know? I've just reminded Peter Ray needs lunch. Yeah, I'm going to go and cook a gammon joint in a minute. Lex is the other way around. She says, I need to be told what to do. I can't do moderation. It's all or nothing. I also have that problem, but like I said, I rebel against being told what to do. Overnight oats are nice. Lisa's just put an overnight oats recipe in. I do it with tin satsumas, which you have to sin, but they're not very many sins, and choc shot, and it's turned into the Slimming World programme. Ryan says, I'm telling you not to dance, waits for Carla to rebel and dance on stream. I'm rebelling against the rebelling now. I'm not dancing. I don't dance. I never dance. Nobody's ever seen me dance. I don't think. Karen says, I've noticed my daughter is putting on weight, so we all need to eat healthier. I think it's easier if you're all going to do it as a family. One of the problems is in this house is that we do not all eat together. Now that the kids are grown up, now that we all have different lives, we don't eat as a family. And therefore my laziness kicks in and I just eat crap because I can't be bothered. I did eat any actual meal last night and then I had like 6 or 7 Reese's peanut butter cups, so that kind of probably cancelled out all the good vibes from the meal. Lisa Fenn, Sybil says, Lisa Fenn, maybe I should eat more chicken and stuff and less potatoes. You're supposed to have on your plate 1/3 of your plate should be your protein, 1/3 of your plate should be your carbs, and half your plate should be your veg, etc. That's the basic. That's the basic percentages. I can't think of what I want. I can't think of the word I want. Brian says, severe dieting and missing out on the right nutrition can cause severe depression and even suicidal tendencies. Our bodies require what they require. Never overdo the diets. And Hugo says, Carla, would you consider doing a Slimming World video sometime? We can all join in. Diet challenge. Maybe. Like I said, I'm considering going back to Slimming World. I tell myself that I don't need to attend the classes because I know the plan and I'll just follow the plan at home. And therefore I don't need to go to classes. And that's bullshit. That is absolute poo. I don't follow the plan. If I'm not accountable, I don't follow the plan. So I have to be accountable. I have to go to classes. I have to get weighed in. And the problem is then I'm accountable and then I rebel against the fact that I'm accountable. So I'm my own worst enemy every step of the way. Every step of the way. There you go. Lisa's just reiterated what I said. Half the plate should be speed stroke veg. 1/4 carb, 1/4 protein. Sib, meats, leafy greens, above ground vegetables, dairy, nuts, berries, sweeteners. Sweeteners is good on keto. I don't know about keto. You see, I don't mind fruit, but I would never choose fruit. Peter, question. Carla, any more challenges with Caroline coming up? Yeah, Caroline's coming up on Tuesday. We're going to have a little mini car boot challenge on the Wednesday morning. We're going to the Gloucester car boot. We'll have a little mini car boot challenge then. Nat Resells on Instagram has chosen some of the categories. Caroline's got it written down. I'm completely relying on her to be on the ball for that. But it's going to be a list of things we have to find and a maximum we can spend. So a list of categories. So we're going to do that one Wednesday, and then you'll get a video for that, hopefully. And we're also going to be taking each other's unsold items, 10 of each other's unsold items, and seeing if we can sell them. And by that, I mean the stuff that I've had hanging around for years. Stuff that I've had listed probably for 3 years or more. We're going to try and shift those. Good luck, Caroline. In fairness, my photos, when I started going back to reselling more seriously, my photos were absolutely terrible. I didn't have decent lights. I didn't have decent photo space. And the photos are dreadful. So maybe these items would have sold better if I had pulled my finger out and changed the photos and updated the listings, but I didn't. So Ryan says, I'm 14 stone of Welsh pure lamb. Any takers? I'll take you, Ryan. I'll take you any day of the week. 14 stone of Welsh pure lamb will do me nicely. Lex Oliver is giving Sib his berries. Sending her home with a bin of chipped mugs. No, I have no chipped mugs. All the chipped mugs are downstairs in the cupboard being used. I don't know if we're going to vlog from Gloucester Car Boot. If we do, it'll probably be more Caroline than me, because she's the one who remembers to get the camera out. I am terrible about remembering to vlog when we're out and about. I just forget completely. So, Sibke and I are actually going to have to fight over Ryan at this rate. Lisa says, Ryan, get your coat, love. You've pulled. Ryan says he's never had so many offers in one day. Surely I'm going to win. It's my channel. You can't choose someone else on my channel, on my Sunday show. Deb Stevens says, I wish I was 14 stone. I am 14 stone. Plus interest. Plus compound interest. What's that, Ryan? You're Welsh enough, Carla, in Bristol. We're not Welsh here. We're just Bristolian here. We just talk like this. If you go over the other side of the town, then they get proper Bristolian over there. But you have to be a bit careful over that side, because some of them they lives in caravans in their mum's garden and stuff like that, and it's like their uncle's their dad and their brother's their mum and stuff like that. So you have to be a bit careful over that side. But they do talk a lot more like that, and they talk really, really fast as well. Just slipped into that. Sorry about that. AFS, loved the live Patreon only live car boot haul earlier. You and that lady fighting over the potato heads. What a hoot. If you loved it so much, then why didn't you subscribe more, hey? I don't know. If I was reliant on you guys, then I'd starve in the gutter. I have no idea what you're talking about now, Ryan. You've gone a bit off piste somewhere, mate. And Lisa's still talking about berries. She's still talking about Sib's frozen berries. So, I've made a real mess today. I mean, I always make a mess, but I'm properly surrounded by crud now. To the point where when I tried to get to the window a minute ago to see if anybody was actually at the door, I couldn't get past all the muck. So I need to deal with this. I need to take the stinky fag ash clothes downstairs and wash that. Cranberries. Dingleberries, Ryan. I need to take the stinky stuff down and wash it. I need to hang some more washing on the line now the sun's actually decided to come out. I need to put my gammon joint in the slow cooker. This is all thrilling stuff. I can see why you guys tune in. Honestly, it's absolutely thrilling. Talk fast South London. I don't think I can do a South London. Pete, he's talking to South London visa. I thought you were telling me to do a South London accent. I was like, no, I can't do it. Anne Hamilton, I'm really sorry, but welcome and I'm glad you joined us. We're about to go, love. Karen, send the sun this way. You've got an earthquake. You can't have the sun as well. Oh no, hang on, you're not. No, you're somewhere near Peter Ray, aren't you, Karen? I've got Karen and Karen mixed up. Karen's up north. Karen's down south, I think. Apparently I'm the highlight of Lex's Sunday morning. That's because you haven't got out of bed yet. It's all uphill from here, love, or downhill or something. Ryan says the tennis is on at 1:30. I need you till then. You can't have... Oh, a ka-ching. What's the weather like in Bristol? It's just coming through sunshiny now. I'm going to get the washing on the line. I've got to wash the blankets from the front room because they smell of dogs. Bleh. Wonder what that ka-ching was. It was an offer on those shorts that have bounced out and come back again. That I sent to the wrong person. So they can go out again. That'd be lovely. There's going to be another ka-ching, guys. Watch your ears. I'm not telling you, Ryan. I don't know where the settings are, Ryan. Brian's had torrential rain and sporadic power outages there for the last 3 days. Somebody said that there was an earthquake in Oklahoma, but you're in Ohio, and I don't know if Oklahoma and Ohio are near each other or whether I'm just thinking that the entire United States is set up in alphabetical order, which it might not be. It might not be. What's Deb Stevens supposed to be putting? Oh, the twins. Yeah, we'll have to show. You put up a really nice picture of the twins the other day, and I'll have to transfer it onto my Instagram so people can see it. I'm on my PC. I'm looking at you on the PC, but I always do live streams on the phone because I don't like the sound from the microphone on the PC, I think. Question, if you could emigrate to any other country, where would it be? There's another ka-ching. That might be that lady paying. So, if you could emigrate to any other country, where would it be? I would quite like to go and live somewhere in mid-Wales, actually. Does that count as another country? It does, doesn't it? Yeah, Wales, you're a separate country to us, and I would quite like to come and live with you. Yeah, somewhere mid-Wales. Somewhere just up from Swansea. Somewhere like that. Somewhere where I can keep an eye on people. Brian says, don't even mention Oklahoma to me. How dare you? They know what they've done. I don't know what they've done. I don't know what Oklahoma have done. And Lex says, on my map, Oklahoma and Ohio are about 14 inches away, if that helps. Are you looking at your map on the big telly? Because that's going to skew the distances somewhat. Stephen Bennett says, hello all, first time seeing you live, did I miss much? All of it, Stephen Bennett. I'm about to go, mate. You've missed a lot, I'm afraid. But it wasn't very interesting. It never is. My favourite brand to buy for yourself, anything that fits. So yours clothing, usually, because it fits. That's about it. Evans used to fit, but they don't sell it anywhere anymore, so... oh, I've scrolled off the entire chat. What did I do there? Lisa Fenn says, Carly, you know you were in a foreign country when you go to Wales because you can't read the road signs. I can. I read the one that says Araf. Every time I see it, it says Araf, and Araf means slow in Welsh, and I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but it says slow, and then it says Araf. And every time I see it, I say it in like a little Yorkshire Terrier kind of voice. Araf, Araf. I don't get out a lot. I spend a lot of time indoors. My favourite supermarket, Sib K. Marks and Spencer Food Hall. Araf, isn't it Araf? All right, Ryan, you pronounce it then. Write it down in phonetic for me so that I know how it should be pronounced. Save or spend? Spend. I wish I could save. I'm rubbish at it. Meghan or Catherine the Witch, both of them are lovely. They're both lovely, lovely people. Now that I am royalty, thank you, Elaine Fitzpatrick. Now that I am royalty, I feel an affinity with the royals that I didn't feel before. Karen says, I wish I could move my husband's job to Suffolk. I miss it, but it has such a fab job. No, you need to stay where the money is, Karen, definitely. That's not written phonetically, is it? Arafuch, Arafuch, Arafish. Slow is it in a Welsh accent? Question, Karen or Karen? Both, twice, with chips on the side. And Lucy T says that Google says Oklahoma to Ohio is 980 miles. So that's far enough away not to upset Brian then. Favourite pink windmill kid? I do not know what that question is. What's pink windmill? What's that? How has YouTube changed your life? Well, on a Sunday lunchtime, instead of hanging my washing on the line and putting my gammon joint in the slow cooker, I sit here talking to you guys. Eric Ribeiro says, good morning from Brazil. Hi, Eric. What is pink windmill? Question, Caroline or Mrs. M, who do you like the most? I like them both equally. They're lovely people. Both Caroline and Mrs. M are very, very nice. Carmen's noisy neighbour is in Australia, so it's so quiet. Civil? Neither. These questions are getting very, very silly now. Just very, very silly. Somebody asked me a serious question, or I'm going. That's my threat. It's not much of a threat, is it? Everybody's like, yeah, go, chew, bugger off. I've got all this stuff to tidy up. I've made a mess. Pink or brown? Pink. Always pink. Love Island or not? Not. Carrie's fashionably late. I'm trying to leave, Carrie. They won't let me go. Deb Stevens says, how's Buddy? How are you, Buddy? Buddy? Debbie wants to know how you are. Are you all right? Come and see Debbie. Come on. There you go. Where's Debbie? Debbie's in there. Debbie's in there. Deb Stevens, do not say never pink in front of Ryan. I think you may have missed something. Do not say never pink. What's my favourite thing to list? I don't know. I don't like listing any of it. Listing is not my favourite thing. I really don't enjoy listing. Anything that's quick, really. That's something that I've already sold once before, so I can just go and sell similar or something like that. Oh, there's a good question. Andrea says, question, if you found a purse with £500 in, would you hand it in or keep the money? And this is something I've had a recent conversation with about somebody, actually. So, this is how I feel. If I found a bundle of 500 quid just lying in the road, then I would keep that. And my reasoning behind it is that anyone who is careless enough with their £500 bundle to just lose it with no identifying marks or anything, anyone who loses it that way deserves to lose their money. I would keep it and I would do something good with it to help someone else. But I would not hand it in because I would think that person was an idiot and they don't deserve their 500 quid. And I realise this may make me unpopular, but I don't care. However, if I found something with identification, then I would return it because I would feel more of a connection with the person who'd lost it. I would feel bad for that person. And on that subject, I found a purse in the road only like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Green purse in the road. Brought it home. There was plenty of ID in it. And I managed to find the lady's business card and ring her and contact her. And she came to pick it up. And she was astonished that I had contacted her and returned her purse to her with its contact. She said, I didn't expect to get it back. And she was just completely blown away by this. And I was like, but why wouldn't you? But an unmarked bundle of cash, I feel differently about that. So there you go. There's my moral compass. Swings a bit like that. Lex says that someone walking around with a spare 500 is probably a dealer or a pimp anyway. Brian, no, I won't. I will not explain. Because anyone who doesn't understand doesn't need to know. I'm not answering that, Lex. I'm not answering it. Dave Rowland's in and he's just noticed I'm back to front. Ryan, question, what's the most money you've lost from your purse or cash? I've never ever lost any money. Like as in mislaid it. I've had money stolen from me, but that's not quite the same, is it? But I'm very careful with my money. I know where my money is. I check my pockets. I zip stuff away, and I feel like other people should do that too. You should look after your money. If you choose not to look after your money. The lady who'd lost her purse, funny enough, she'd put it on the roof of her car, which is one of those things that people seem to do a lot. She'd put it on the roof of her car when she was getting fuel, and then she'd driven away and left it on the roof. And as she'd gone around the corner, it had swung off and fallen in the road, and I drove around the same corner, saw it, picked it up, and made my mother panic because she thought we were going to die. But yeah, I suppose it's easy. We all make mistakes. But if you had if she chucked a large bundle of 500 quid down in the road, I think that's not a mistake now. That's just silly. That's, you were not taking enough care of your stuff. Sibcade question, what would it take to get you to turn TV from back to front? I don't know how to turn it back. I don't know how. I wish I knew how. If I knew how, I'd do it, honest. There's buttons on the phone. I don't know what they do. There's this one. What does this one do if I press that? Oh, God, it all went very odd. I've got mute microphone. I've got... Oh, hang on. What's that? Now, see, that just shows you now you are looking at what's behind the camera, which is the shelf. That plainly wasn't how it was meant to go, is it? Let me turn you back. I do not know why it's doing that. Lisa Fenn says, Carlo, I have a brain injury and forget some stuff. Yesterday I found a tenner in my purse I'd forgotten about, so I bought more fruit. That's not a treat, is it? But it's not that people shouldn't be forgetful. That's not what I mean. What I mean is if you've got a large amount of money, then you should be taking extra care of that, shouldn't you? Extra care. Yeah, Karen says, my mother-in-law has her bag open all the time with her purse on the top and always tell off. There was a guy at the car boot this morning in front of me, and he's bending down, and he's got a kind of loose baggy pair of shorts, and this massive stuffed full of cash wallet is just poking out the back of his pocket. And I kind of tapped him and I said, your wallet's a bit accessible. And he went, oh, right, and sort of moved it to a front pocket. But I was like, why don't you think about this? You're at a car boot sale, you're in a crowd, you are not surrounded by thousands of lovely, honest people. You're surrounded by a complete cross-section of society. And, yeah, you're taking chances with your money. Ryan says, more than a few times, I've spotted money lying in the slots of ATM machines. I always take it, although distracting the people standing at the machine can be tricky. There was a thing in Bristol a few years back. One of the cash machines started giving out £20 notes instead of 10. Somebody had loaded it wrongly. And people were queuing up. Obviously, they'd gone to the cash point. They'd asked for a tenner and given 20. So they'd gone back and done it again. They realised, and they were drawing out loads and loads and loads. And the bank just put them all into overdraft. The bank said, well, we can see what you did. We can see that you went back and made subsequent withdrawals once you had realised, which is dishonest. So they just all went into overdraft for it and had to pay it back. And there you go. You can't win. Same K. A few weeks ago, I lost my car keys at the car boot sale. The wife's still waiting for me to pick her up. Right. I'm going to go and cook my gammon joint. Anne Hamilton says, my sister leaves her bag in the shopping trolley and wanders off to some other side of the shop. It's nice to assume that people are nice, and most people aren't crooked. Most people will do the right thing. Most of us have a little, honesty chip fitted somewhere. But that doesn't mean that you should not bother to take care of your stuff and that you should leave stuff wide open for people to help themselves to. Lex Oliver says, I keep my phone in my bra so I will notice if someone tries to steal that. And Sib says he keeps his in his bra too. Ryan, question, do you shop on Amazon Prime? Yes, I do. Now, you've probably set me up for trouble now because Brian's probably going to spontaneously combust now. But yes, I do shop on Amazon Prime. Just because I can't, I'm very impatient. I don't want to wait for stuff. Where's the weekly shop done and how much is it? I don't do a weekly shop. I do a random everyday buying whatever I need whenever I need it shop. And Brian says he likes it when his mum does that in shops, leaves her purse wide open, that is. I always take and hide her purse, and the panic that sets in is a real knee slapper. You prank your mum far too much. She'll never forgive you. Have a nice day, Lisa. Right, I'm going to go and cook my gammon joint. I'm going to go and put the washing on the line. I'm going to tidy up all this mess. I'm going to do all these wonderful things. I knew it. Brian's frothing at the mouth now. I'm not answering any more questions. It's done. It's all over. Ignoring what question? I'm ignoring all the questions. Question, why are you leaving us? Because I have a life and you should get one, Ryan. Now, stop. Now, because you're making me cackle. I've listened to myself back. Well, I've watched these things back before now because maybe sometimes I can't remember how much I paid for something and I want to check or I can't remember. And I watch it back and I hear myself cackle and I hate the sound of my own cackle. So stop making me laugh. You people are not funny. It was bad. Yeah, and just for those who asked, yesterday's apology to Electronic Firing Squad was done in one take with a very straight face because I can keep a very straight face when necessary. I was going to do it in this is a party political broadcast on behalf of the wrong party. And then I forgot. When are me and Ryan going to do a live stream? Ryan's, he's like the invisible man. He's never around. Oh, I've got a clunk. Brian says it was more than deserved. Slandered. You were slandered and I've apologised profusely. Profusely. Sib K says, can you do a live stream with Ryan? Ryan, you have to be clothed. Right, I'm going. Deb, if you want to come over and have some gammon later, let me know. There's going to be gammon going on. So yeah, going. Everybody have a lovely Sunday. I hope this weather it's gone a bit grey again now because I'm going to put washing on the line. I've made that happen. Anyone who wants to come over can come over. There's going to be gammon for probably about 10 people. It's quite a large joint. So that's me and Deb so far. 8 more guests and we're already done. All round to Carla's for gammon. And my battery's going flat on my phone, so another reason I'm going now. Everybody have a lovely Sunday. Everybody take care. Love you all. Take care. Bye.